Hey Gemini Seeker, welcome to April. Let's see what life has in store. So I am surrounded by a bird mafia. Every morning there's the head of the mafia, he's a bird. But in order to exert his control and rulership, he pretends to be a rooster. So every morning the dude is like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Not even caca, no. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like constantly. And like, you know what? If you were a rooster, I might have been a little bit annoyed, but I would get it. But you're not a rooster. You're a bird who pretends to be a rooster to control the birds around them. And then they reply. And then each little bird comes with its own like solo appearance, but just for a little bit. And then but he's like the ruler soloist. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's fun. When I imagine waking up to birds, I imagine chirp, 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 chirp. It's cute. But the whole rooster pretense thing, I don't know. Listen, whoever this is, they're a bird disguised as a rooster. Okay? Now, if you're a bird, don't disguise yourself as a rooster. People will see right through it, just like you can see right through them. But the thing about it is that it works. It works. You don't need to be a rooster. You just need to pretend to be a rooster. Wear the outfit, do the sound, and there you have it. King of Wands. And you're just looking at them being like, what are you doing? And then you're looking around and you're like, are you guys not seeing it? Are you guys not seeing that it's a bird dressed as a rooster? You know, just me? And you're like, you're a real rooster. You're like the boss. You get it. Eight of Pentacles. Sometimes people prefer to sound like they're doing the job instead of actually doing the job. Like they will take more energy in pretending to do the craft than to actually go and do the craft. Like just, okay, you spend so much time and energy on pretend and pretense, you may as well just do it. But they were born into pretense. That's how they know to get what they want. That's how they know to get respect, because they're insecure. They feel like that if they'll be themselves, it won't be enough. Gemini, for some of you, this is you. You feel like if you'll just be yourself, it won't be enough, and you have to put on some feathers and make some rooster sounds, and it's like, but look at you, Four of Wands. You have everything you could possibly need. There's some Aries energy on the table. I just did Aries yesterday if you want to watch it. I feel like many of you have found the balance between the twins within you, right? Between the polarities. However, you're so used to having to jump between one twin to the other and putting on different costumes, is that you don't really let that balanced, beautiful, badass self, integrated self that you've recently, achieved within you, so congratulations, to actually play out in the world. You're still saying the things that you're used to saying. You're still wearing the things that you're used to wearing, going to the places you're used to going to. But that was all your, that was a part of your show that you put on because you felt that's the only way to belong, to connect, to whatever. But your inner self is more than enough. Now, anyway. There is some good achievements here. There's a vision, even a quest. There's something to work toward. There's joy with thinking about it. Focus on that. Six of Pentacles. I'm thinking. There is something or someone you're wondering, okay, I'm picking up on someone, this could be you, this could be someone else, Gemini, you figure it out. I'm picking up on someone that is thinking whether they should be generous towards someone, charitable even towards someone, giving them something. However, it's not the case. This is not a charity case I'm picking up. It's not a charity case. It's not a needy situation. It's not a needy person. It's in your head. If it's you, it's in your head. It's your perception of this person or of this situation. But it's nothing like these two are being viewed by this person as a beggar. It doesn't have to be two people, it could be a person, right? Viewed as a beggar, viewed as a charity case, but they're not. This is a perception. It's actually a very balanced situation. It's actually someone is looking at you eye to eye. They are your equal. If it's someone else doing that to you, that, there might be someone who's like debating if to be nice to you, if to be charitable to you, if to invite you this, invite you there, as if you're like this, again, a charity case, like in need or something, and it's like, bitch, no, like I'm your friend, or I'm your family, or I'm your ally, or I'm your partner, or I'm your just equal acquaintance, like whatever the status, but something here, someone is perceived as beneath when they're not. And so the attitude, the approach towards them needs to completely change. This is not a matter of, should I do this for you? This is like, what are you talking about? Like, that's it. This is not, I feel like the entire perception is like crooked, and it all comes from an inner state of feeling superior in general, and almost kind of like scapegoating someone into like being their alleged charity case. And it's like really funny because it's just a script that they wrote in their head. But that so-called superiority is it's the rooster costume to an insecure bird, that puts on the rooster costume and then walks around super, maybe superior, maybe extra, and then by default behaves towards others or towards this person as if they're lesser. And it's like, it's an entire narrative that is built in this person's head. And again, Gemini, this could be you, I don't know, towards the other person. And it's like, this is equal. Okay, whether you are a bird wearing a rooster or you're the other person, this is equal. This is balanced. It could be celebratory. It could be fun. It could be cooperative. Interesting. Okay. Show me more, please, for Gemini. Regardless, this could be money coming in a more of a simplified interpretation of the cards. This could be just money coming in, a goal achieved, something you worked towards for a very long time. Now there's really great results and you're reaping the reward, you're getting the payment and all that. There's something very wanty here. Someone really wants something. The King of Wands just sit there looking like they want. Oh. Six of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. And it fell like so. 2 sixes. Okay. Again, it's like, in this case, this guy is like helping these two to calmer waters or away from danger. But it's in the reverse. It's almost like, I keep feeling like someone is like, I'm not your charity case. What are you talking about? What are you even saying? This entire, like, no, it's okay. What? If you want to give me this as a gift, thank you, friend, or whatever, right? But I don't, need you to give me this. Like, if you don't give me this, I'm not going to die, kind of thing. You know, like, there's something really weird about someone is like really trying to get away from someone else who's treating them like, okay, you know what else I'm seeing here? Like when you help a homeless person or something, but then you take a selfie with them and put them on blast and tell their story in a way that really kind of diminishes them and their honor, but they're cooperating with this because, you're giving them something. And you're posting it out, you're posting it everywhere to make you seem like super righteous. It's like charity for the sake of publicity, when it's not even a homeless person. Okay, the person is not even homeless. You just made up that they're homeless. You threw food at them, and then you took a selfie and put them on blast, and now everyone thinks they're homeless. Like, even if they were homeless, it wouldn't be charity. Charity you do quietly, with humility. You don't put it on blast. Okay? Then it's no longer charity. It's you taking advantage of someone to appear good, to look righteous. It's like stepping over someone's needs or difficulties. But this is even worse, because this person is not even homeless. There's nothing about them that, like, it's fine. It's like, and then you not you specifically. This doesn't have to be you, Gemini. This could be someone that you're dealing with. This could be the other way around. But I'm saying you like, it's part of the conversation. So this person who's ever doing this, it's like making the other person seem like they're charity case when they're not. It makes it even worse. It's like kind of diminishes their honor. Oh my God, this is so... Okay, Gemini, if someone is doing that to you, really just be like, what are you talking about? If you're doing this to someone, if there's someone specific you're thinking of that comes to your mind when I'm saying all of this, foot off the gas when it comes to the patronizing. Okay, there's the word patronizing is coming through. Okay, I'm really sorry if this is you guys and I gave you a read, and but it's important. Hey, this is the existential shift. You think it'd be easy? Shifting behavior is never easy, because the behavior was established in the first place for a reason. As protection, as out of protection, out of faith, So it's never easy to shift, to existentially shift. It's okay. Okay, show me more, please, for Gemini for April. Aries season is very, very dominant for you guys. This month is going to be like you're going to be really present in everything that is happening. It's not going to be one of those months that fly by and you're like, what happened? I was floating. No, you're going to like be conscientious to literally everything. Humility, I'm picking up on, okay, the person who is being treated as if they're a charity case, the reason someone feels like they are a charity case or thinks that way about them is because they're very humble. They don't flaunt everything that they do or have achieved or have. It's so someone who isn't observant or is looking for a reason to feel superior will easily translate it to, oh, they're lacking or something like that. Now, if you're the humble person, don't let it change your humility. Just know how to say things in a way that doesn't make people feel like they can just, well, patronize you, for lack of better terms. Okay. Show me more, please. And again, Gemini, I have to say it, if this is you, then that person, you could probably enjoy their company if you weren't busy using their company. Does that make sense? Don't click out. If you're triggered by this and you want to click out, it means it's true. That means that you should stay here, even more so. Okay? I called you. I called it, the devil. You devilish you. Guys, when something really triggers you, take a moment and consider maybe the reason it's triggering you is because there's truth in there. And if there's truth in there, you know, the only way out is in. Get into it, get through it. Recognize the aspects in you that align with what is said, or what, if it's what I just said and what I just said. And take it in, you know, and work with it. You didn't really come here for me to tell you XYZ that you won't even remember, because you'll see 10 more videos that will make you forget, and then you won't even know if it happened or not. No, you're here to be present in this reading and evolve and expand. And what better way if not with this little devil? Because the devil, you know, he knows about his lies. He doesn't pretend. He knows himself. And we all have this devil within us. And those of us who have a devil that is conscientious, right? When we are aware of our tactics, when we are aware of the things we do, you know, our mechanism, our go-to. That's when we're able to work on them. So this is actually good. This means that I stirred up the little devil in you. It's coming out to play, being like, yeah, Jemmy, we do that. Yes, we do that. Let's talk about it. Don't shun me. Don't imprison me. Don't behead me. Don't exile me. Talk to me. I'm here to tell you the truth of us. That's the path to integration, the truth of us, the elements within us, all the fragmented elements within us. The only way to expand into a broader self is through the existing self, right? If that bird mafia, rooster wannabe, instead of pretending to be a rooster, would be the bird that he is. I mean, a bird that can make such sounds that almost sound like a rooster, that's talent. That's talent, that's skill. If that bird was to walk around being like, I'm this badass bird that can sound like a rooster, but I don't need to because I'm a bird. They would rule with respect, you know, instead of everyone afraid that they'll rooster them. What did I just say? I don't know. Whatever, you're getting the picture. If you're a rooster, be a rooster. If you're a bird, be a bird. Everyone has their own power. But you can't tap into your power without acknowledging what it is. The devil is also a very truthful energy. Whether we like the truth that is heard or is said or not, it's still the truth. The only lies the devil tell is the lies that we tell ourselves about being whatever it is that we are. And in some cases, there's an element here of being stuck in a temporary state that leads nowhere, where there is no balance, when someone is breadcrumbing you and you just take it, because there's something about it that gives you comfort more than the thought of breaking out and seeking someone, something, somewhere that treats you like royalty. Some of you really want to get married, so you're worried that if you leave the person that you gave so much time and energy to, it will just take you away from the marriage, or from the family, or from the white picket fence. But the truth is, this is not leading anywhere. They're not going to give you that, they're just wasting your time. Page of Wands. You'll achieve way more stability by going into the adventure. Because right now, with this person, there's a so-called stability. However, if you allow yourself to be lighthearted and meet someone new, or not worry too much about where something is leading to. You'll be in the moment. You'll enjoy the time that you have with whatever person. And that way, the foundations will be established and built. And then maybe it will continue. And then maybe it will continue. But you have to be in the present, right? You can't build the second floor without first building the first floor. When you're building ground floor, you can't be already building the second floor because one relies on the other. Okay? So when you're constantly planning on where this will lead to, as nothing happens in the moment that establishes whatever it is that you want it to lead to, it will never lead anywhere. Right? It's like a fata morgana. It's like a horse with a carrot dangling in front of it, or a donkey with a carrot, whatever. And it's like, doesn't matter how much the horse or the donkey follows it, the carrot always stays at a distance, like the fata morgana. You gotta bridge the gap by being in the present. You get to the future by being in the present. You never get to the future by being in the future. You never get to the future by being in the future. You always get to the future by being in the present. What is happening here? Just let me figure this out. Okay. All right. I want to name this reading the Rooster Mafia bird, head of Mafia, something like that. But will anyone watch it? Okay. Show me more, please, for Gemini for the month of April. An adventure will lead to stability, but you can't think like that. You can't be like, oh, I'm off on this adventure because this will lead to something grounded. No, you're off on this adventure for the sake of the adventure and enjoy it by the moment. The future will build itself around it. Okay. Ooh la la. King of Cups and Ace of Swords. We have two kings now. From experiencing something that will just be joyous and without overthinking it, a plan will come to mind. Like a great idea that will make you understand what are the next steps that I need to take now in order to gain this emotional stability. Okay? Now, this could be someone also coming into your life out of the blue and becoming very, very close with you. It could be either a very close friend or close partner. This could be an existing family member that suddenly there's a strengthening of the bond, like you become closer after not being so close. But it's like a surprise, deep connection. And simultaneously, you have a really, really great idea, very creative idea coming in this month. It will be ignited from you being honest with yourself about who you are and what you are and what you love and what you like. When you take off the costume and you know what you like and who you are, then your system can start generating plans in accordance to what works for you. Because so far the system was confused. It's like, okay, are we manifesting things that apply to their costume, to who they're trying to be, or are we manifesting something that aligns with who they truly are? It was difficult for the universe to kind of magnet to you something that really works for you, because you've been echoing, an insincere self, and it manifested insincere situations, relationships, places, and so on. But now that you're tapping into the self, things will start manifesting in accordance, things that will really fit you, people that would be more beneficial for you. Okay? places, things, jobs, you name it. Let's conclude this reading, because I will continue this reading, focusing on your love life, looking into you and your person of interest. If there's no person of interest, then it will show the incoming person. It's available below in the description box. You have it on Vimeo and on Patreon. Okay? I would love for you to check out Patreon, but either way, it's below in the description. There's also Tarot Masterclass to check out. Wow, love this. Page of Swords and the Moon card, both in the reverse. Okay, and now we have 2 pages and 2 kings. All right. Many layers of things that you used to say to yourself are being dropped, and you're really, really recognizing yourself, and that will result in such clarity of mind and clarity of heart. Things will feel far less heavy. Your brain will think in a much clearer way, like the fog is going to disperse because there's no self-inflicting fog. Okay, the fog that you've been feeling, that you thought it was an exterior energy that is confusing you, no, it was your own self confusing you. You were confused by yourself, and it created a fog, an inability to see clearly. But when you start to simply speak to yourself, truly, when you chirp the way you chirp, so many layers of confusion are going to be just laid down. Okay, I'm going to see you in a second, Your Extended. Thank you so much for being here, Gemini. I love you very much. See you soon.